window.
All right, well, we are now live. Welcome to game 54. We got Rigel, Scott, and Kirsten.
Yes.
I live here.
I will reintroduce them again, so don't, please excuse the redundancy. We should be ready to go, so give me a second. We'll get this started. We got this.
Can you water me?
This. Yeah, I guess I should,
I just don't want it to spill over.
before officially getting started, just show you guys. This is what a seeker token looks like.
Okay.
I'll show Kirsten in a second.
Wait for this. Okay.
This is what the liar token looks like.
Okay. Thank you.
Just want to show you before getting started. That's what the liar token looks like, and this is what the seeker token looks like.
Oh, okay. Oh, the seeker is the it says seeker or liar on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you
That's
knew.
cool. Did you get those from Shapeways?
Nope, this was all Jason in the back.
Hmm.
He's a very talented 3D printer now.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
All the production value, that's that guy. All the showmanship, that's this guy. So whatever's lacking, you know who to complain to.
Speaking of, let's get this up here.
How do you guys happen to know Seabass?
Oh no, probably.
Elliot introduced us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
God, who the hell is that guy?
Yeah.
Elliot. Doesn't sound familiar at all.
Somewhat largest Puerto Rican guy.
You know how many large Puerto Rican guys are on this show?
Yeah.
This one wears green like
Alright.
all the time. Like all the time he wears green.
He was the
Alright,
Green
Jason.
Ranger guy?
Roll sound.
No, he just wears green all the time because he loves the Green Ranger.
You speeding?
Is he the Green Ranger?
Cool.
I don't
Camera's
know.
rolling?
You can ask him. He'll tell you.
Okay. Getting started here. So, on the silent one, Jason. 3, 2. Welcome. I'm Sebastian, and this is Lying for Money, Game 54, Sudden Death. Allow me to welcome back Rigel,
Yeah, it's me again. I'm here.
and allow me to welcome our 2 rookies, Kirsten and Scott. In this box, I have 3 3D printed tokens. 2 of them are marked Seeker and have a circle, and 1 of them is marked Liar and has a triangle. Please select 1 token out of this box without looking, and do not open the token until I allow everyone to do so.
I'll let fate decide.
All right, everyone, please look at your tokens, and once you know what team you're on, raise your hand to let me know. All right, everyone, please put on your masks and stick out your fist. Did you take off your glasses, Scott?
No.
Please take off your glasses. Thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience. So, if you would like the $15 cash prize divided equally among all of you, regardless of the winner, lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. 0 votes. Keep it as a traditional cash prize. Game on.
Okay.
So is it normal for games to start in silence like this?
Yes. It is 200% normal. In fact, usually the silence lasts longer than that. So we're actually doing really well, you guys. So like, since both of you are gamers, evidently, I assume like you guys like are gonna think up a really good strategy for finding a way to end this game before like the 1 hour mark. I'm just
Potentially.
leaving it up to you guys.
Potentially. My strategy is not always the best strategy, but my strategies can end games very quickly. They don't always work out well for me, but I can finish a game quickly if I want to.
I mean, ending a game quickly feels like a win at this point, almost as much as winning, sometimes more than winning.
You've been quiet.
Have I?
Yes.
Is it in his character to be quiet?
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
So why didn't you vote to split?
It's more fun.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable. Why didn't you vote to split?
It feels too communist.
Okay. I guess, I mean, that's a good reason too.
It's also more fun, I think, if you're not. Is that if you end up with $5? Like, what's the motivation?
It feels
if
like
everybody's gonna get $5?
if I walked away with $5, I would feel like I lost no matter what. At least here, I have a chance to feel like I won. Like a 1 in 3 shot of walking away with 15 feels closer to being a victory.
I mean, 15 is like what, one meal?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a free meal.
I could get a meal for $5.
I always think in terms of like how many hours I'd have to work to make this, and whether this was worse than working that number of hours to get that much take-home pay. How many hours of take-home pay or hours and minutes of take-home pay does it take for you to get $15?
45 minutes.
Okay, so to feel like you won, you'd have to win this game and in less than 45 minutes.
For me to feel like I've won, I'd probably have to win this game. Let's see, a lot quicker than that. Like
that was a clever way to get information from you. How much do you make? Oh, how long does it take you?
How long does it take to make $15?
I think. See, like if I round down, yeah, I'd probably have to win this game in like 15 minutes or so. I don't get a lot of hours at work.
Okay, that's a lot. That's $60 an hour.
I get more than that. I'm a college adjunct.
Oh.
So we get a lot per hour, but we don't get a lot of hours. So.
Oh.
A lot of hours. No, yeah, not a lot of hours.
That's a nice limitation, though. Leaves you a lot of free time to pursue other things.
Jobs to make up for the money you're not making.
I guess.
The days they're not giving you hours.
To do side stuff like YouTube channels.
And game shows.
Yeah.
Another way to rake in the big bucks over time.
Yes. Game shows, sell used books on eBay.
Yeah. Cryptocurrencies.
Well, you do the cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, like I watch in the background, but I don't really do cryptocurrencies.
So what do you do?
I mean, I work at like an electrical contracting place, but I'm supposed to be doing the marketing there. But we've been busy, so I've been doing actual work lately. It sucks.
Okay.
To have to do actual work. But yeah, I also mine cryptocurrencies because of this guy. I think he makes everyone he comes into contact with do so. Now that you've been here, you can expect to be harassed until you give in and mine.
I hadn't considered mining before because of the initial investment of like getting the cards, getting things set up. I'm more the type that will just like purchase coins that I think are going to grow in value, trade. I'm like a trader.
That works.
Yeah.
I mean, I invest on like Robinhood, but I only buy and sell stocks.
Yeah. Tried that for a bit as well.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. Yeah, Robinhood. Yeah.
Well, where's that strategy for ending games fast?
You know, I know what the strategy is. I don't really care about using it that much. This is basically what my strategy is. It's just, in this game, it would just be to start accusing everybody and just get somebody out quickly. That's what I would do. Like, in a fighting game, you don't have any strategy. You just mash all the buttons until something happens.
That's true. That's wildly accurate, actually.
And then, like, what was it? In that Sheriff of Nottingham game, you just accuse everyone of lying. It doesn't matter what it is. You're the sheriff. You automatically accuse everyone of lying. Doesn't always work well for you, but it's funnier if you do it that way. And you remember, when I'm the sheriff, that's how I play. I inspect everyone's back.
I don't know. You seem kind of nervous. Been talking quite a bit since this started.
I normally talk a lot.
It's true.
And you normally don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
Except for sometimes. I could get you to talk a lot about things, but... Yeah, nobody wants to make the first accusation or hold the first trial or whatever it's called. That's what it comes down to.
I mean, there's a lot of games where someone's like, you know what, I accuse you, and then 15 minutes later, it's like, whoa, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I wonder what caused that.
Yeah, no, that's why I said that strategy doesn't always work out well, because that's how I'll do it. But then it's like, okay, watch me end up losing if that's what I employ.
Mm.
Like, it can work in fighting games, but you can also end up dying in fighting games from doing that. I also always play as the kangaroo. That tends to make a difference.
I don't know what game that is.
Tekken.
Yeah.
I play as the kangaroo or the bear because I enjoy to see animals extract their vengeance on humanity.
Mm. Are you like as vegan as Seabass or half as vegan as Seabass?
Yes.
You're as vegan?
Actually, well, we haven't talked to Seabass that much, so
How do you be
I don't
half
know what
vegan?
level he is.
Seabass is so vegan that he puts pets on a higher level than children. He's like, I could never have a pet because I wouldn't want to fuck it up. But a child, whatever. That's
No, I'm not
you-
on that level. My
Okay.
level is we need to take care of the animals. So it's your duty. If you have the ability, if you have the space to take care of an animal, you should take care of an animal.
Mm.
However, I will only have a pet that it can eat a vegan diet. I will not get a cat unless I'm in a weird situation where, like, if I had a family member die and they were like, take care of this cat, like, okay, I'd do it. But I would not go out of my way to adopt a cat when I could, like, adopt another rabbit, or I could adopt a guinea pig, or I could adopt a hamster, or someone that could thrive on a fully plant diet.
Does a cat's food contain like actual meat or just the meat products that are left over after the meat's been harvested?
Depends on the brand. The more expensive brands will have animals that were explicitly slaughtered for that cat food. Yeah, then there.
Couldn't you just feed them just the cheap stuff that's made with like the stuff that is left
Well,
over?
well, here's the one creepy thing about some of the cheap stuff. If you read the ingredients on it, and this goes for dog food too, if you see meat listed as an ingredient, just meat, like no animal connected to it, it could come from literally any animal, including euthanized dogs and cats. Yeah, so like sometimes you have that in these cheap brands, and like I don't want to force cannibalism on a cat, and then I don't want to give money to these companies anyway. If I had to do that, I'd probably be one of these sad people going to a butcher saying, give me the stuff you were going to throw away and would put in the trash anyway. Or I'd learn how to dumpster dive in the winter and get stuff that's like frozen, that's like a day away or something. Like I've heard people do all sorts of crazy stuff like that. Or I'd find some way to rationalize it.
Vegans with pets?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you don't buy them. If you buy them, that's bad because you're supporting breeding or whatever. But if you adopt them, or if like you liberate them, then it's okay. No, liberate them because they're not property; they're individuals.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, children are property. You could kidnap those. That's fine.
Depends on where you are.
Like that's not as bad, right?
I don't want to kidnap a child though. Then I'm gonna have to deal with human problems. I mean, I'd rather, like, you know, Rabbit doesn't talk. Sometimes she bites you, but it's not that bad. You know, she's not, like, saying, like, oh, I see this thing on TV. I want it. Give it to me. Oh, hey, man, all my friends have this. Why don't I have this, too? She just, like, feed me and give me pets, and she's good with it. You know?
I have 2 bunnies, and one is in the vet right now.
Oh.
She has stasis.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a common, or an uncommon thing. That can...
No, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our bunny a little while ago.
What kind?
Small white.
That's what it says on her papers.
Really? Small white bunny?
Yes. She's a dwarf
I didn't
rat.
know that was a breed. Okay.
No, she's like some dwarf bunny. You don't know. They took her from the rescue. We got her from ACC, and then we got her from the rescue. So, but her papers from ACC just say small white.
Okay.
That's it. Small white.
I have a black lion head and an orange Holland block.
Those are cute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's like an albino one. She has like pinkish eyes.
That's kind of creepy, but I mean, it could be cute in some circles.
I thought it was creepy at first, but then you get to know them and they're nice, and then it's like the Monty Python bunny. So which I can always appreciate. We just need to do something to make it look like she's like devoured flesh, like give her raspberries or something, and then we can have that fun.
That's right. White bunnies do have that advantage of being able to look like they ate something that was alive and kicking. Yeah.
She's destroyed enough stuff, like bunnies tend to do.
I mean, does she have like another rabbit yet?
Not yet. We don't have
Not
room for the
yet.
bonding process.
Yeah.
Smallish apartment. When we have more room, we will get.
I have a smallish apartment. You just bond them in the bathtub.
We don't. Yeah, but
We
I
don't
need
clean
to
our
have enough.
bathtub?
I need to
Is
have
it
enough
that?
space set up for the two of them to have separate enclosures until they can stay in the same enclosure. Can't
Oh,
put them
mine
in the same
are
enclosure.
free
right
range. They just run around in the room now.
Ours is she's free range whenever we're home. When we're not home, she's in her little area, just so she doesn't get into anything stupid. She got under our bed one time, and we had to move the whole bed.
We had
to
no
get her
idea how
out.
she did that. She like found a small opening
By where
behind-
between the radiator and the
the
door and the bed. Yeah, no, between the wall, the radiator, and the bed, there's like a gap, and she got in. She couldn't get out.
We were looking for
We
her
had
for
to
like a
move the
half
bed.
hour.
I'm sure
Yeah.
she could get out and just didn't fucking want to.
Probably.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah.
Well, no, she couldn't get out because we were
Couldn't?
shaking. No, we
Oh.
were shaking food, and normally she'll come out of wherever she's hiding for the pellets. She was not coming out for this, but we heard her making noise.
Oh,
So I think she was genuinely stuck that
Okay.
time. Other times, yeah, she'll come out for food. So. What was the other thing we could do besides have a trial?
Please raise your hand if you have questions. But I'll answer that.
Yeah,
No
what
worries.
was the other thing we could do besides have a trial?
Besides a trial or a question is ultimatum. Ultimatum is just like a trial, except when you start an ultimatum, you're risking getting eliminated. The person you accuse doesn't get eliminated.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, that's for like, when you guys have more information.
So who's the liar?
That's just the kind of question a liar would ask.
How do you know a liar would ask that question?
would I ask that if I was a liar? I don't know.
If
I feel like
he
that's
were-
a question I wouldn't ask if I was a liar, because I'd be like, nah, this is something a liar would ask. And then I'd be like, I better not.
Well, how do you know it wouldn't
Then
take?
yeah, you could metagame it. That's true.
Yes.
And be like, I'll ask this question because a liar would ask it. They wouldn't expect
We need
that.
to set up a truth table for that to see what would really play
I
out.
took a class in modern logic. I can probably do like, A entails B entails C, etc. to figure that out. But nah, anyone could. No one would ask that question. So at the same time, anyone could.
So how many games have you played?
Fucking lot. I live like right over there,
So that's why you're always
so
here.
I'm always here.
To be fair,
It's always like, hey, Rigel, I have like 2 players for this day, and maybe 2 for this day. Are you available on Saturday? And so I was like, oh, I guess.
Just checking the live stream, making sure that camera's good. It is.
Okay.
That's good.
okay.
Hello, world.
Good job, camera.
I'm here again. I'm sure you noticed.
Why don't you ask something?
I'm good.
You
Sure
know, in
you're
the
good.
original NES Kirby
Yeah.
game, they
Yeah.
teach you at the very start of the game how to draw Kirby.
Yes.
It's not like that.
It's not.
No.
Kirby was my game, really, when I was all through middle school.
The NES version?
Not the NES, but really the Game Boy versions.
Oh, you're
In my
not old
pocket.
enough. How old are you?
27.
Oh, you are old enough. Wait. No,
I had an NES, but I didn't play Kirby for the NES. I was all Mario Brothers.
That was a good fucking game, though, man.
I
Kirby
know.
was the shit.
I went back and played it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So in retrospect, your childhood self totally missed out, right?
I guess. Childhood was really Pokemon, Mario. That's it. She got me into Zelda later on.
Yeah.
That's because Legend of Zelda is the shit, man.
And he
Yeah.
got me to pick up Kingdom Hearts when I kind of like gave up
Yeah.
on it because I was like, played Kingdom Hearts 1, didn't beat the final boss. Played Kingdom Hearts 2 because, might as well, everyone else is playing it, didn't beat the final boss. Then he helped
Did
me.
you like get up to the final boss and then you were just like, nah, I'm done. This is boring.
Well, I mean, after watching the same cutscene 500 times and having to fight through the same pre-boss, it's like, screw it. I'll go on YouTube and watch the ending. And then, and then when I met him or whatever, he helped me beat the endings of both games. And then it was like, you have to get back on the other ones, even though the game is spread across 500 systems.
Yeah.
Lore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a favorite series.
Yeah, and then I think Have I seen everything? Am I up to
Yeah.
date? Yeah, I am up to date on it. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I didn't think this would happen. It's a
It's
very,
amazing what dedication and downtime can do, right?
very well.
Well,
If they would give you more hours, you would never have time for this.
this went on over the course of a year
Oh,
or so.
that's
It was-
actually that's remarkably fast.
yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
'Cause,
some
like,
of them
we
didn't.
stream games.
Yeah,
too,
we didn't play
so-
through some of the games. Some of the games we just kind of watched cutscene movies on YouTube
Okay.
of. Like what was that
Yeah.
one? 365 over 2 days or whatever.
58 or 2 days, yeah.
Whatever. That one we watched the cutscenes of that because they said that game was like stupid.
was it
I didn't play it,
based on the
so
cutscenes?
he told me it was stupid.
Okay.
No, the
It's the worst
cutscene.
Kingdom
No, the
Hearts game.
cutscenes were just like them eating sea salt ice cream and like what's her face, the one that doesn't exist.
Xion, but
Xion, yeah. It was just the three of them sitting on that clock tower eating ice cream and like Axel running around and like, hey, we're all friends. Oh no, our friend's disappearing. Like that was pretty much it. And general stuff that doesn't make sense.
Sorry, just the tokens. If you could please either pocket them or put them down
Okay.
in case they accidentally
Open
Right.
pop open.
and reveal
Thank
ruin the game. That would be bad.
Yeah,
Or would it?
it would depend. If you're a seeker, then it could only help you.
Well, no. If it opens,
Oh, the game would end.
the game would end.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, then couldn't you?
That
like,
could also be a strategy for ending the game quickly.
Yeah, but then like, couldn't you eliminate the seeker who just exposed themselves and then?
That leaves us with two people.
Yeah, then
one
you
of
have
who
a
is a seeker and the other
50-50.
one is a liar.
Well, I mean, if you're a seeker, you have no wait,
and the
no.
game
If you're
would be
the
over.
Oh,
no,
game,
if you're
game's
the
100% over.
liar, then you would know who to eliminate so that you would. No
Yes.
wait.
You can only accuse someone if you believe they're a liar, not if they're a seeker, right? Or is it both ways?
I mean, if you're a seeker,
Yeah.
then I would assume you're genuinely trying to accuse them of being the liar, and if you're a liar, then you're disingenuously
Right.
Using the trial to eliminate a seeker.
Right.
So it's it depends on what team you're on,
Right.
the motive.
Yeah, I want to have a trial.
All right,
Okay, can I start a trial?
absolutely.
So,
Who would you like to accuse?
okay. Oh, we can't do like a blind accusation. I have to like be
You have
public with
to-
this.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
nominating someone specifically to be
Okay, I'm
eliminated.
accusing Scott.
All right.
Okay.
Kirsten has nominated Scott. Trial 1. Kirsten, would you like to provide testimony?
I don't know. I mean, you've been pretty quiet about this, and you did ask that question about who to accuse. Like, if you could accuse the other, if you could accuse somebody of being a seeker to get them out, and I think only a liar would ask that question, and you're laughing right now. So that's further making me think you're the liar.
That's funny.
And
'cause-
in the
Hold up,
last
Scott.
and one more thing, in the last game we played, somebody accused Rigel of being the liar because he had experience, and that didn't work that time. So maybe it won't work this time too.
Is that all?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be total bullshit, but I'm gonna.
Well,
Also-
when you're done with testimony, just let me know.
Okay, done with testimony.
All right. Thank you, Kirsten. Rigel, would you like to provide testimony?
No.
All right. Thank you, Rigel. Scott, would you like to defend yourself?
Yes. So I only asked that question because I could be thinking, you wanted to end the game early. Why would you not do that immediately by starting out by accusing someone, unless you were in fact the liar? So I was just trying to get that information to think if that was a good way to think of it.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Scott. Everyone, except for Scott, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate Scott, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. 1 vote from Kirsten. Scott is still in the game.
Okay, so am I out of the game now?
Nope.
Oh,
Game keeps going.
okay.
So normally, it's like, I feel like this person is a seeker, and I feel like this person is a seeker. I'm so fucked. This time it's like, I feel like this person is a liar, and I feel like this person is a liar. God, I'm so fucked. So were you implying before that you nominated him, but you were also considering nominating me because I'm experienced? Like,
Well,
that
in
was
the
the
pre-
implication,
Well, in
right?
the previous game, there was somebody who wanted to accuse you, and they said you had experience with this, and they wanted to, and it's like, well, that doesn't have anything to do with anything else.
Yeah, I know, that's not
I
how
was just bringing
probability
that up
works.
because, like, I don't know why I wanted to add to testimony.
Okay. Okay, I mean, just the implication is that you'd be satisfied killing him, and it'd be fine also to kill me, which is a position that, you know, mathematically, that is the liar's position, where it's okay to eliminate either, whereas the seeker's position is I have to figure out the one person. I mean, you can see how this could be misconstrued, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, as long as that's clear.
I'm just thinking it would be hilarious if we held another trial and I just kept like accusing the same person every time, and the outcome kept being the same every single time. Does that happen?
Eventually, I would be like, all right, fine. And I would nominate you before you nominated him, unless you got to it first. And then, you know, we'd do it again, and I'd have another chance to try again until eventually I nominated you before you renominated. And you would probably die. Because I would imagine after nominating him 50 times straight, while me trying to get it in beforehand, you know, it would be pretty. But that'd be cool too. I mean, I'm totally down to do that if that's how, if that's the way this game is going to play out, because that's going to make Seabass's life a living hell when he tallies, you know, every trial again and again and again for 50 trials in one game, and we'd also hit the record for most trials by a single player. I mean, I think there's like an overall arc for how many trials each person has over all the games, and you'd shoot to first place in the series of one game. It would totally fuck up the rankings. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, that would be pretty dope. I don't have 50 trials between all my games.
I don't know. I still think 50 trials is quite a long time. I think you would accuse me before I got to the 50 trials.
I mean, I might just let it go for a while. But, you know, when it stopped being funny, I would start trying, and then, you know, I'd give me like 2-3 times before I eventually got in first.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I don't know. What would you be doing while that was going on?
I'd just still be observing.
Okay.
I'm kind of getting a feel for who I might want to accuse.
Okay.
Just thinking about your actions.
You want to take vengeance on me? Is that what this is?
No.
Thinking about what will suit you the best. So how long have you had bunnies?
3 years? Maybe 2? It's been a while. It's been a long time.
When did we get Tulip?
In
February, right? Yeah, February.
Yeah.
After about a year, your bunny stopped destroying things.
Well, she's already been fixed.
She's not really a chewer, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't chew that much. No, she messes up other things.
Yeah.
She likes to throw things.
That's unusual, I think.
Now, some bunnies like to throw things. It's just, they are.
I think this is an interesting game because I think I'm basing my thought patterns more on, since I know you, obviously, like what you're doing compared to what
Do you really know what I'm doing, though?
I might.
Are you
Show your
sure?
personality.
Don't you know how many times I've tricked you with stuff?
You have, but you're also the type that just wants to start random, like chaotic neutral when it comes to these games. So it's like,
Yeah, I kind of am chaotic neutral when it comes to
I'm starting to
these
think you
things.
might not actually be.
So do you know? Can you be sure?
You're the type that will just do something just to get things moving.
But if I'm chaotic neutral,
doesn't matter what
I
your
could be
position
on
is.
either side and I would still act the same way.
Yeah, but all right. I'd like to host a trial.
Please raise your hand if you would like to start a trial. Yes?
Start a trial. I'm going to accuse Rigel.
All right, trial 2. Scott has nominated Rigel. Scott, would you like to provide testimony?
So I'm nominating Rigel just because it's kind of similar to what I mentioned before with Kirsten, in that I think you just did that because you just wanted to get things moving. Before I was thinking, you might actually be a liar because you wanted to end it quickly, but you didn't do anything when you could have just done it. And I feel like if you're a liar, you don't really want to just be throwing accusations out. That's how I think of it. So I think because you just decided to do that, that you are the liar, actually.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott. Kirsten, would you like to provide testimony?
I don't know. I still have a feeling Scott might be the liar, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that would be testimony against Scott or if it would count as testimony for Rigel.
Rigel?
And how did I get that wrong twice? I don't know. Yeah, so I guess no additional testimony.
All right. Thank you, Kirsten. Rigel, would you like to provide or defend yourself?
I mean, you're aware that in that first trial, if I had voted, you would have died and the game would have ended. So if I was the liar, and based on how, I guess, forward she seems to be and how aggressively she plays the game, I was pretty sure she was going to vote. If I had wanted to kill you, I would have just voted and the game would be over. But okay. All right. I'm done.
That's all?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Rigel. Everyone, except for Rigel, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. If you would like to eliminate Rigel, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. One vote from Scott. Rigel is still in the game.
All right, I nominate Scott.
She raised her hand.
I'd like to nominate Scott.
All right, trial 3. Kirsten has nominated Scott. Kirsten, would you like to provide testimony?
Yes, I think he's acting like a liar. Done.
All right, thank you, Kirsten. Rigel, would you like to provide testimony?
I thought that what just happened, because you're a gamer, that was a gambit. That you were going to try to like lure her into voting again, so you could be like, all right, it's definitely her. But now that you see that she didn't, it kind of seems pretty sure it's actually you. So I am done.
All right, thank you, Rigel. Scott, would you like to provide testimony? I mean, defend yourself. Did it again.
Yes. You don't know her. She's just tricking everyone right now. I'm telling you, you can vote however you want, but I would not base everything on what she just did right there.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Scott. Everyone, except for Scott, please put on your mask and stick out your fist. And hopefully there's a music cue coming. Yes? No? Maybe? 1 second. Hey, Jason. Yep. Thank you.
See, okay.
This is a very high production value game.
All right. If you would like to eliminate Scott, please lift your thumb and keep it up now. Masks off. Scott, you have been eliminated. Please take your token, open it, and let us know what team you were on. Scott was a seeker.
God damn it.
Who was the liar?
Oh, it was me.
Rigel was the liar and wins game 54, sudden death. I'm Sebastian. This is Lying for Money. Like this video, share it, hit that big red subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, and I'll see you next time.
Man, that was a weirdly aggressive game, like from both of you.
Why are you acting so suspicious?
Dude, why were
You know I
doing
laugh
that?
when things are just in a funny
You seem
situation.
so guilty even to me. Like, even knowing that you're innocent, I'm like, man, this guy's out to kill people. It just seemed obvious.
Can
Yeah,
I
I don't
Venmo you? Huh? Can I Venmo you? Of course. All right, cool.
That was fun.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed game 54. I certainly did. Say bye to Rigel, Scott, Kirsten. Congratulations, Rigel. He's in the Seeker's Square. Forgot to mention that before.
It's not still at all.
He also won 15 bucks just in case you forgot how much this game is. Like this video, share it, hit that big red subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Everybody say bye to YouTube audience.
Bye,
Thanks for
YouTube
tuning in.
audience.